Hello everybody, welcome to episode 6 of the Gene Park series, chapter 2. I'm Icon, and today, well, we got a lot of boomalopes in the freezer, don't we? So, my basic goal for today's episode is not the boomalopes, but I want to do something a comment has brought me up with the idea. We're going to create some paragon animals today, because I honestly had no clue that you can go for something fancy like that, but also something unfancy like that. So let's see, the flesh growth? I think that's going to be a problem. It seems to be sensitive to daylight. Alright, well, we'll handle that once the problem comes up. If the problem comes up. But that also means we can get ourselves something like that. So, perfect feline animal, paragon of all similar animals with no needless junk genetic data. Incredibly intelligent. Excellent affectionate companion. Well, that means we have some work to do. The genome recombinator will now work on a different workforce here. We're going to duplicate everything until we have 3 of it, because this way we always can create a paragon of that animal and still have one of those left over. So this also means we need a terrible, terrible amount of corpses, but I mean, tell me something new. Canine, rodent. Feline. Don't have that either yet. Archaeological expedition. Cool stuff. Equine, insectoid, humanoid. So I don't configure these other genomes because I don't have them yet. I really hope that we're going to get there to acquire them, but it's going to be a tough ride to get there. Okie dokie. Well, we're going to do this until we have. Let's assign that with numbers as well. So for starters, we're going to make it work like that. We do a configuration where they'll upgrade everything all the way up there, but I'm going to stop it there now. I'm going to stop at excellent genoframes. So now I just need to bump up that number once to 2, and they'll start refining further. But as long as it is like that, there's never going to be anything produced higher than that. And this model can be configured quite easily. I like the idea of that. Hope you guys like it too. So our base is growing wonderfully. But there's still the question where we're going to put up our guest wing. So I did a lot of thinking over the weekend, as you might already have noticed. So I came up with the idea, so this is going to be the guest territory. We're going to plaster this place with apartments, like a proper park should do. And we'll have a bit of a corridor there. Let's put up another service corridor there. Oh, look at that. So looks like we'll have to leave a hallway open because of the terrain inaffordability there. Yeah, got that problem there. But I mean, that makes things look even more stylish. That's okay. So we'll also... How about that? We'll leave it like that. This makes the whole place less of a death trap. Okay. Put up a door in there. And then we're going to put up bajillions of apartments in there, of course. For starters, I'll just leave one door add each of these compartments so my silly old wabbits here don't lock themselves in. This wall doesn't work either. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to make the guest wing show up here. There's going to be quite a short access route to the supplies. Well, maybe the recreation room comes out a little bit small now, but probably I'll facilitate something of that there. But I felt like this is going to be the best addition, territory-wise. So we're going to have most of the animals there, and a couple of the more ferocious and deadly battle-ready animals probably here, but I'm not sure about that. There's... I'm a little bit torn, you know? We could make two things. First off, I could make this a two-layer defense. So this is the inner ring, and I could create something like an outer ring, where we're building up another defense position, like probably here. Build up some barricades there. So in that scenario, it would be totally awesome if we'd had some killer animals in this strip that will intercept the enemies if necessary. But at the same time, I know how this game works. You should bring up your, some of your bigger guns you should only bring up to the bigger fights. So basically, I would need animals that are easily reproducing and the like. Maybe just a patch of good old-fashioned boomalopes. I don't know yet, but we still have some time to get that done, and at the same time we really have a lot of other problems there. Sandstone Bridge, oh yeah, you fools. That's why nothing's working out here. I was already wondering why these guys are not getting the job done. Here's limestone, you fools. Well, let's bring up the cancel order. So, everything you need to do by yourself, man. Alright, so, Rich? No. You guys tried to put up a, where are they? I know my bridges must be there. They just tried to build a bridge out of sandstone, so there has to be... I guess? No. I hate it when that happens. So we don't have sandstone now available for that. I mean, I do know that the raiders in general try to avoid these routes because they are just non-beneficial for them. Seriously, where are the extended bridges? Don't I need to research them first? Heavy bridges. Here. I didn't research them. Somehow the game automatically placed them there. Nifty. I didn't think that would be the problem, because that felt way off as a problem for me, but it was the problem. So we need to research another tech, so I can tell them to use limestone, not sandstone. Well, I consider that a little bit of a minor bug with the bridges mod that I'm using. Also, we have kind of a food situation here. Like, seriously. There's only 4 days worth of food left in the freezer. It's a very, very low amount. Ooh, bodies. Well, we'll just harvest some agave, and it's gonna be okay. Good stuff about biomes like these, and that's why I didn't go to panicky all the way. There's plenty of food lying around everywhere. We just need to start picking those fruit trees, those agave bushes, and whatever is lying around out there, and we won't have any issue with food. So let's just make sure that our plant people are not busy with something else, but looks good. I think Pepper and Helen, no, Pepper and Justin, yeah, Pepper and Justin will be doing what they can. to sow grass. Good stuff. So that's what you guys are spending your time on, huh? Don't make me micromanage you. Just saying. I'll do that in the middle of the night where you have maybe time to have some nice meal, but then you'll have to sweat it all night. So you guys better behave until tomorrow. Jokes aside, I probably need a bit of an extra help here with the field work. So we have Muffalo Wolf number 2. Brilliant. So thanks for all your helpful comments, by the way. For example, I now know that we'll need a upgrade that we can pilfer from other genetic sites to actually get the ability to make them breed among each other. So that's one of these enhancers we've been talking about before. So Justin, you say that you're not willing to hold that stuff. Outrageous, my man. Outrageous. So let's see how that'll work out. Those agaves didn't even count as a day worth of food. Well, I mean, let's see how the situation is. Quite okay, I'd say. Was just considering slaughtering one of my animals, but at the same time I don't feel like doing so. Alright, there is a delivery of pineapple going ready soon. Oh, poor old beetle going dementia again. Or confused due to dementia again, I should rather say. Other thing's not really a sentence. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out the animal zone. So let's see. Yeah, well, it's okay. They're not chilling out anywhere where I can't tolerate it. So... but all in all, it's clearly visible that we're not featuring enough food right now. That's that. Destroy item. Oh. Is that always around? I guess so. Nearly overlooked it. So even with harvesting all plants that we had in our in that order, we didn't get up enough food. So I see that as a big wake-up call in terms of more agriculture here. This will help us to mitigate the problem in the long run. Short-term solution, of course, we need to get something done now. So, yay! Synthetic organs! Let's do some good old-fashioned rice, because we need food quickly now. And let's research them heavy bridges. And also, let's suspend these. And we're going to cook. There must be a recipe for regular veggie without. So there's only, oh come on you guys, so we need to configure a simple meal recipe. Okay. Would have been easier this way, but whatever. We're going to disable meat here, simply. This will reduce the amount of food necessary for feeding the colony as well, because simple meals just are more efficient than the fancy versions there. But there's a big pineapple harvest in, so we'll begin there. I put my people here on a big harvest mission. They're now basically harvesting everything on the map. I don't know how smart that's going to be, but I wanted to try out what that'll flush into my stockpiles at the end of the day. So, let's see, there's a mad hyena. It whacked itself already. So, Vaughn. Come on, my dude. Good boy. So the major whoopsie that happened here was simply that I overlooked the fact that my ever-increasing amount of animals also increases the hunger of the colony. That's just a thing that spiraled a little bit out of control here. But I'm pretty sure we'll manage. But it looks like we have to micromanage a little bit. So Masonry Material Trader and Royal Tribute Collector, I'll just ignore these people for the time being, because the Masonry Material Trader could sell me some sandstone probably, but I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in today is picking up Pepper and maybe not her. Those grass zones, they make a lot of work, but they are necessary to keep my animals fed. So, roaming monstrosities. Okay, well, that's gonna be fun. Mostly because we got Outlanders here that will take care of the problem for us. Okay, so we're going to pick... wait, Justin it was. So, Justin, my man, you just keep busy doing useful things, okay? Let's see how the situation will play out. So there's one super fast genetic monster zooming after the caravan. Let's see. Yeah, they're already fighting. Great Devourer. Ah, it's from those guys, I see. So that's a legendary boomer chicken. Oh, 15 down! My goodness. Jeez. Ah. It's ripping them apart. Jesus. But if we get lucky, the roaming monstrosities will kill some pack animals. I know it's a filthy way to look at it, but that mule dude though is quite a beast, man. Tough. No, not at all. Just tanking it like a boss. But well, here's the limit to his capabilities. So looks like this caravan is in for a bad day. I bet they'll drop some pemmican for me. Gotta be careful though. They opened up a hole in my defenses. Not the least little bit ashamed, by the way. Kaboom. So that's... What the heck? Needle chicken. Oh, that's alpha animal genomes. Dang, I need those. I need those so badly. They're ridiculous. I love it. Okay. So, my fellas. Yuck. Boom snake. Oh man, guys, we're seeing only the tip of the iceberg here. In terms of genetics here. I don't care about they burn, honestly. Nah, it's fine. Alrighty, so just like I thought, those pineapples are doing the trick quite decently. Well, Boom Chicken will go boom any moment as well. Duetty Coon. Okay. So sadly, we're not so much in the monstrosity creation business today. Yo, Guerrero, stay away from that thing. It'll go not boom. Ah, it goes boom. It just dropped some crystals that went boom first. Don't ask. That's the fun of genetics expanded. Okay, we got the heavy bridges. Deep water bridges are also a thing, but we don't need those. Starflight basics, not necessary at all. But recon armor, I don't know if we'll ever get to the point where we can afford to craft recon armor safely, but if we will. Recon armor is for me the ideal sweet spot between being well armored and keeping your mobility. Those critters are quite frankly annoying. I bet it's the new home zone that has been laid down there, which sucks. Yep. Worst part, I'm not even done yet. They create these redundant home zones after building the walls. So once these outside walls are built, there's going to be even more redundant walls there. Alright. Can't change that. Ooh, we got the excellent gene frame. Nice. Well, for now, I also want to give my genetics operation a tad bit of time to regenerate, you know. I want to duplicate all the genomes that are missing, add in the ones that we're lacking right now. For example, I noticed that we happen to have no rat genes. It's going to be easily fixed. That stuff migrates into town all day. Okay. Yeah. The fires of these genetic monsters are still burning. I find that highly fascinating. Okay, what can we hunt here? Coyote, crystal mid, tortoise, Gila monster, more hyena, megascorpion, rat. There's certainly a lot of stuff here, which we can go for. So, rodent or leopard, yes please, we need that. Okay, wonderful. Let's smack up some bridges. That's, by the way, one of the reasons why I bought myself some vanilla stones. Yeah, you can build those bridges entirely with stone, with steel, but it hurts me. It hurts me inside to waste my precious, precious steel like that, you know? So these grass areas, they make my people go crazy. I'll disable them from the sowing, and I have really no clue how I'm going to solve that issue. I actually plan to do some food storage item there, like a shelf or a trough or something like that, and transport some foods in there. Maybe designate a crop plant a food crop that will serve, but this is just outright killing the efficiency of my people. I wouldn't be too surprised if now everything would be fine in terms of workload, because that just wasn't going out decently. Let's check them out, how they work now. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like what I expected to happen. Maybe my food stockpile's also depleted, or partially also depleted because of that. I see a decent chance of that being a thing. Yay. So, do we have still meat for Balali? Alright, yeah, look at Justin go. He's now harvesting everything everywhere, just like I wanted to happen. So, what do we have here, stone block-wise? Tons of Decite, tons of basalt, but let me guess, no more Migmatite, yeah? Nope, no more Migmatite. Of course we don't have any more Migmatite. So, let's start hauling. I really gotta build something out of that basalt soon. Not hold that door open anymore. Ah, look at us. Like, I gotta say, what's really glorious looking so far is the list of monsters he's in there. We have a lot of wolves now that we've already trained well enough. The Wolfalo is a bit of a disappointment. At least you can't ride it. But the Buffalo Wolves are really awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. No such thing like an uh-oh here. So... Sidearms is busy hunting. Awesome. Yeah, colony is going quite big at this point. Our biggest problem now is that we ain't got no defenses again, or we ain't got no army to go for exploring any outside labs, and yeah, all people will hate it. That's the other issue. All people will be under a constant -30 mood debuff as soon as we go out there. Is that one of these? Yeah, genetic monstrosities. Ha, right on cue. So it's well, it's looking pretty far away, but honestly, it's a direct path, so no issue there. That's not the stuff that we want, okay. But a couple of well-trained monsters more. I'm feeling well about that. I really hope that we're going to be able to train the Uteranus soon. Okay. Gotta be careful about those revenges. Sometimes stuff really goes bad, you know. And you don't want to have accidental super deadly encounters go without me supervising them. Alright. So it's definitely visible that our food situation keeps on improving ever since I have disabled the grass sowing here. So let's see, what can we do there? Food basket would be one option. Hayloft. So the question is, what can you store in these? Is it only usable for hay, or can we store other foodstuffs in there? I'm going to give it a try. Yeah. Sidone's been a busy man. Yay! More gems! Man. This is, well... I'm probably gonna be installing the mod, which allows you to scan specifically for certain things. There's a mod for that, I checked it out already. Because, well, I diluted the drop table too hard with all the different gemstones that are available. It's my own fault. I'm not aware of that, but at the same time, love to see it differently. Okay, I think we're well able to duplicate those genes, and we also seem to have taken care of our food issue there. So let's see. I'm not exactly sure if they'd eat any of these. So we could put hay in there. Why not? I mean, like seriously. Put up one of these guys everywhere. And let's make a nice, large growing zone for hay back here. And then I hope it'll be enough to keep the animals fed. And there we go. The other option would be to place down other containers that allow me to use stuff like rice and the like. But I think that's just inefficient, you know? Why should we, actually? Alright, Sidearms is still busy on the genoframe business, on the genoframe department. I mean, sure, I make him do that, but at the same time, I let him do that. He's busy. We have a lot of work in here, and right now I am totally okay with not increasing the amount of creatures in here, because we already had kind of an issue with our food stockpiles. I think it is over, but let's see. Oh, we have a bond between Vona and Cass and the Muffle Wolf, Cassius. Okay, wonderful. Good stuff. But the genoframe creation, the whole thing is going to be done quite soonish. I think masterwork and legendary quality thingies are a tad bit over the top for now. We'll do that with the other creatures at some point. But yeah, I think we'll have to increase the body count quite severely, though, to make ourselves room to duplicate all these other genomes. But one thing at a time for today. That's the end of the episode. Next episode, well, I'm going to make sure that we're getting in more material to work with, and hopefully we're going to create ourselves a Paragon monster in the next episode. But for today, I really wanted to fix up the situation as it is and make sure that we're not going to starve here while upgrading our numbers too hard. That's one thing that I couldn't afford. But I gotta say, it was extremely fun to see those guys punch it out there. Odds trader. Okay. Whatever an odds trader is. So, next episode, guys, we'll find out what an odds trader is, and we're going to definitely create new critters because the food shortage is over, and I bet that we're going to be able to get something going there. So drop me your comments down below. Thanks for all your comments and your time. It's been really, really one of my favorite series so far. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing, of course. There's lots of content there. I love to have you guys. So check it out, have a good one, and see you soon. Bye-bye.